There is no grand conspiracy which explains Israel's hold over Western media and politicians. What it comes down to is that Israel is incredibly important for maintaining the status quo in the Middle East and enforcing Western political goals and aims within the region. Through Israel, the West has an ally in the Middle East that is entirely reliable, and if you want to see how much more America trusts it than any other country in the region, America gives Israel weaponry that it does not give to any other country in the region, so Israel can maintain military dominance over every other country, even other key allies that were created by the British and so have been supported by America since, such as the United Arab Emirates. And this is actually how one of the key early Zionist figures, Theodor Herzl, theorized Israel. He thought that it was going to be a European-style nation-state set up in the Middle East that would be juxtaposed against barbarism. And think about it, Israel constantly undermines and attacks people who pose questions about Western dominance in the Middle East. You have groups like Hezbollah, who yes, have confrontation with Israel and don't like Israel, but are also anti-Western. You have the Islamic regime in Iran. This is something which is anti-West and poses an alternative to Western domination in the Middle East. And by having a settler colony that has military dominance and obviously qualms with this country because it is a European-style nation-state in the Middle East, it is always going to be a great way to undermine these countries without having to put American boots on the ground in the region. And you even have the very recent case of when there was regime change in Syria, which was largely in Western interests as they've backed this for the longest time. Israel went in and destroyed Syria's complete defense capabilities. Why did they do this? Because it's clear that they didn't want any new regime who might take power that might confront Israel and Western interests in the Middle East. And so by having Israel in the Middle East, it acts as a bulwark against regimes rising up who may question Western influence, why their countries are set up that way, why they have consistently been exploited for their oil, and why their populations have suffered so much since the West entered that region. Because if people start doing that, it normally leads to a change in the status quo, something that Western politicians and Western media do not want.